Eesh. Eesh. Alright. $3.25, minus 1.3, 0.1. I gotta say, as far as I can tell, her combo routing is pretty simple. Like, it's execution required, like, the execution is involved, but in terms of the actual routing itself, it's pretty simple. It doesn't change that much. And, like, that's, like, the B&B, and the execution for that is not difficult at all. In my opinion, the hardest thing to do is heavy kick into the fucking, EX burn kick. There's gotta be, like, a better, simpler, easier way of executing it, but I don't know. I haven't found one yet. There we go. You have to, like, wait before you input it. Okay, alright, there we go. Fine, fine. Just wait. Don't buffer it early, because then it'll lose the input. Fine. $3.3, 3.1. Sorry. Minus 1, 0. Okay. I don't know how much to, like, how to measure the level 1 value for now. I'm gonna say it's probably like 500 just for raw neutral benefits, plus the advantage of at least like 3 jump cancels, which would save you like 1.3 bars of drive gauge for each one, give or take. It'd be about like 500 or so for each one. So yeah, I mean, that would place it at like 2,000 value, but there's no guarantee that those resources translate into success, into landing hits, so. How many, let me like, yada yada level 1 and see how many I'm trying to get the grounded one. I'm trying to get just this, so I can go into the follow-up. But for some reason, this is like... Okay, the level 1 actually lasts for quite a long time. And you get all that shit for free. Actually, here, hang on. I'd like to look at what it looks like when you're... what it looks like on the drive gauge. So the strikes themselves obviously don't build you any drive gauge, but they don't... Fascinating. Okay, I think this is probably unreliable, because I'm pretty sure this is just, like, reactable. Now, that doesn't mean it's useless. It's just probably reactable into, like, perfect parry. I haven't tested it yet, but... And, Oops. No, doesn't quite reach there. Anyways, whatever. So the follow-ups that would be good just for neutral would be that follow-up. You can't do this one, right? No. That one's punishable. How about this one? Probably the same story. Yep. Okay. So, being able to do that over and over, being able to do this in a high jump, being able to do this into that follow-up, and then being able to do any of these buttons, especially heavy punch. What's her furthest reaching? Oh, right, I forgot that her neutral jump, she's a neutral jump heavy kick. Which is weird, because that doesn't show up in the command normals inputs. That reaches pretty far. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's her furthest reaching horizontal neutral jump thing. You can do that into jump cancels. That would be alright. That's weak. Any value in EX moves other than doing, that. That's probably pretty good. Like, it's probably really difficult to anti-air that. And that's 0 on block when you just do it like that. Which is crazy. The fact that she has so many things that are 0 on block is wild. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's take a look-sees at this, then. What does this look like? Oh, right, no dash. Which is interesting. But you can, like, I guess drive rush. Or do that. I don't know if this does anything. Huh. You can charge it in like 37 frames, so that should work on most DPs and stuff. I don't know what the point of this being plus 19 is, other than just like dry brush buttons, which I don't even think is probably that good. Because like, a huge benefit of her combos is that most of what she does doesn't kill her drive gauge gain, and her specials actually regen a lot of drive gauge each hit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would imagine just doing that into Crouch Fierce Seismo is like the default. Actually, can you do Stand Roundhouse Seismo? No. Yes. And this hits harder than these buttons, right? Well, whatever. Okay, so punish, counter, roundhouse, heavy punch, seismo, high jump. I guess. I don't know. Uh, 3.45, 3.5. They're all kind of the same. Minus 0.8, minus 0.6. Ugh. Okay. Whatever. Oops. Is there anything better than that? Before you get to like full-on DP punishes? I'd like to imagine you can do cool shit with this, but I just don't know if that's even true. Plus 23, which would allow you to do what? Oh, right, I forgot. You can fucking... So wait, hang on. Do you have to be like here? Like, how does this work? So just... Okay, if you, imagine if you like whiff punish from like way down here, you could get it. Other than that, you need like dry brush. Wow, wait. It's not even working off of a dry brush. Okay. So it only works in the corner? That's... Otherwise, you'd have to do, like, this into something else? Alright. Fine, I guess. That's kind of weird. It's weird that, like, it could work, it's just not positioned in the right place for you to do so. Okay, so what kind of thing... Like, let's say Zangief, whiffin' fucking shit. Yeah. Hilarious. Epic memes her. Alright, I'll have to put that in. Punish, counter, stand, heavy kick. Wood, high jump, jump, heavy punch. Crouch, heavy punch. L seismo. Jump, jump, heavy burn. Heavy dash, plus. Alright, anyways, so. Cool. Alright, so that's minus 1.8. So anyway. Yeah, the corner carry on this is crazy. Well, relative to her normally mediocre carry. 4.6. 4.3. Minus 1.8. Minus 0.3. Wow. Nice. Okay. Sure thing. Alright, punish counter. Force plus. Wow. I don't know if the juggle points change if, like, the fact that you're hitting them out of the air. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, that scales like crazy. Wait, that's a terrible starter. 50%? Right, because it's an armor move. They don't want it to actually be like a... Yeah. That's why it's used for the stun combo. Because the stun combo technically scales... Like, the first hit is what determines the scaling. And, that's why the stun combo is used with that. Because the scaling comes from the DI and not that. Okay. Nope. Fuck that. Okay, so wait. But is that, like, legitimately, like, her go-to fucking... Is there nothing better? Why am I finding that awkward? Well, it's because my button layout's not built for it. I saw on Twitter that you can just hold down a kick button and it will auto faint the things. Okay. What else could conceivably... No, that scales... Does anything not scale? What about these? That doesn't scale, but you need to hit it on a meteor frame for it to be, like, good. These not scaling is crazy. Especially that one. I'm pretty sure you can go under fireballs on reaction with this. At least slow fireballs. Yeah. Hilarious. Okay. So, no better DP punish than that? Yes? No? I don't know. Let me check some socials. I'll see if I can discover anything new. Eesh. Alright, whatever. Fine. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. No, that doesn't do anything. It does nothing. You can't even super cancel it. Ugh. Fine. Okay, well. She has, like, no specials to go from lights. Other than jump cancel. Which is, you know, the gift that keeps on giving. Zero 0.5 minus 0.6, 0.4. you EX into the follow-up? No, and it's punishable. Yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll measure that in just to... Okay. 0.2, 0.5. 0.8 minus 0.8. Sure. Yeah, you're close enough to just throw them after a stand medium punch. But they can walk out. This is the same for Elena too. Her plus frame button, you're just in throw range. Okay, let me just measure these first. Sure, whatever. Ugh. Can't believe they're adding so many new characters with no invincibility on their level 1s. I feel like a lot, myself included for a while, I didn't even realize that Elena's level 1 had no invuln. Counter it, stand medium punch, 6 plus 8. Plus 8. Here, hang on. Hmm. .2, 3.1. Minus 3.2, 0.6. No, wait, no. Okay. Plus 28. You can get a meaty sweep. You can almost get a meaty of this. Yeah, almost a meaty for that. How plus is that? Plus 4. Not even bad. Okay. I'll put that as like 550. I don't know. Be hard pressed to put it as more than that. Well, whatever. I don't know. 1, 0.4, and 0.75. It's alright. That's plus 19, much farther away. So much worse. Alright. Whatever, I don't care. Okay. 0.1, 0.3. .4 minus 0.7. It's okay. Oops. Why am I being stupid? Bro. I don't... What the f... Bro. Actually, here, hang on. I don't know. Anyways, 3540. 3.25, 3.1. Minus 3.4. 3.0. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what the problem is here. Getting fucking sick of this. Even though, like, this makes no sense to produce any executional barrier. It's literally just crouch strong into a DP. Like, what is the fucking problem? I'm not pressing any of those buttons that it's saying I'm pressing. What are you talking about? What the fuck? I'm sorry, Crouch Strong is special cancelable, right? I don't get it. I don't get what the problem is. Okay, 3.3, 3.1. It's basically the same, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why it's the same. That doesn't really make any sense because it's not the same for something else, but and you're not spending any more meter there. Shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're the same here. $2.4. I don't get it. The math doesn't work there. I don't get why they're the same. Something's wrong. Something's not measured correctly here. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they be the same? They can't be the same. That doesn't make any sense. The scaling is... No, the scaling is 100%. There is no... What? That doesn't make any sense. What the... Wait, hang on. Shut the fuck... What the fuck is happening here? That does not make any sense. There is no mathematical way that this can be higher than this, but this is equal to this. That is just not possible. The math should be exactly the same. And yet somehow it's not. That doesn't make any sense. 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 No, everything is measured correctly. It's just producing a number that makes no sense. That is... What the fuck are you talking about? Does this scale? Anti-scale? Like, what? No. The scaling is exactly the same. It's button, button, the same sequence of specials, button, button, the exact same sequence of specials, and yet they're producing different results. What is the mistake here? What is the thing? Minus 3.4. Yeah. 0.5. Yes. 3.1. 2.9. Yes. Yes. 34. Yes. That's not possible. That's not possible. What are you talking about? Why are they not the same? It is literally the same sequence of events. What the fuck is happening? That just doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, fuck it. I'm looking at the math. The math is all correct except for the part where it doesn't make any sense. Fuck you. Okay, alright, we're moving on. Fuck off. That's bullshit. I know this is a weird thing because I'm yelling at nothing, but I'm yelling at, like, theoretical values, but it doesn't make any sense. The math should not be producing that number. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. That's stupid, but whatever. Where was it? Here. Yeah. Okay. Might counter hit. Okay. Yeah, whatever. No, you can't do anything with +8, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not going to be better. Okay, go-to shimmy would be Crouch Fierce? Yeah, it's only 9 frames, so why not? Crouch Fierce. H dash Feint. Crouch Fierce, L Seismo. High Jump, Burn Kick. Pretty big. Alright. Doesn't even seem that good necessarily, so let's just say 6K. I imagine our punish counter throw gives pretty good Oki. Or acceptable Oki. Two, 3, 5, 0. No DP, no invuln level 1. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Conservative estimates, of course. Oh, right. I forgot that this also includes the meter expenditures from the enemy, the opponent, so. I'll kind of just scale that up a little bit. It doesn't matter that much, but. And there's also context to take into account. Okay. Yeah. So it's about as I measured it. What does your drive rush Oki look like when you can get it? Okay. Yeah. Actually, she spins drive gauge really easily, so I'll increase that to 100. Well, 75. It's not like that universal. Okay. 0.3 conservatively. Minus 1.8, minus 0.4. Yeah. Okay. More than any other character, Viper has like overlapping drive gauge penalty states that will save a ton of drive gauge. 3.55, 3.1. Minus 2.4, 0.6. Yeah, pretty good. Counter hit. It's probably going to be hard to counter hit confirm this button just because it's, you know, the ending point recovery is quite fast. But I don't think she can do anything better than Crouch Fierce anyways, so. Minus 700. I feel like, even though her drive rush sucks, I feel like doing drive rush for her and getting into the lingering penalty state is not as bad for her because she spends drive gauge so easily. Even if she's like relatively low on drive gauge, only having to spend 1 bar for a bunch of shit is really good. maybe 4K? Probably higher, actually. I know this is like an exercise in futility, but... Minus, yeah, 650. Okay. Shut up. Okay, sorry. Okay, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah. No, it is... these conservative estimates, I mean, I round up by like 100 values anyways, so... Right. Yeah, it's about normal. Fine. Okay. Maybe I'm just evaluating these overly conservatively, but not particularly impressive. Not gonna be worth it for that, so... yeah, whatever. So how far does this hit? Okay. I don't think it reaches farther than her other 8-framers. No. Shorter. Okay. Okay. Yep. No corner combo stuff. Alright, well. Let's take a look-see. 2550.
1 point, what is that, 8? 7?
Zero, 1, 2, 3. Minus 1.5, 0.4.
Weaker, much weaker.
Okay. Okay, what builds more drive gauge? That. Heavy Kick builds more drive gauge. They build the same super. Anything that whiffs for 20 frames? No, but she can still get a pretty good meaty roundhouse there. Opposed to that, which is always just only plus 20. Yeah, and this builds more drive gauge. Okay. Okay. -2, 0.5, 2.5. Better. But not as good as meatless. That's close. .6, yeah. Mm, 0.9 minus 0.4. Yeah, okay. I feel confident in raising it up to that. Mm-hmm. 13 doesn't change that much. Okay. All right. Five, 0.5. Mm-hmm. 1.1, 0.3. Zero, 0.3, 1.6. No. I don't think that would be worth doing anyways. That's plus 33. Can't do that. Okay. Okay. No, can't trickle off of that. It's just not built for that kind of stuff. Nah. Okay, well, does she have a 22 frame? That would be 8, 7... Oops. Yeah, 12, 13, 16... Nah. No, it doesn't work. Whatever. Okay, it's fine. Yep. I mean, it is strong enough that you can get an extra stand medium punch afterwards. You just don't get the big cool shit. In fact, I don't even know if that big cool shit is even that much better in the corner. How plus is this? Oh, there you go. Plus 31. Perfect. There you go. One point eight. Okay, 1.3, 0.3. Eh. Huh. She just doesn't have, like, juggle buttons or specials that are made for doing it, other than spinning more drive gauge, at which point you might as well just not even do it, so. Yeah. I mean, she can do a lot of weird shit. A lot of it is just doesn't seem worth doing even close, even remotely. Like, all the feint, like, Seismo feint... Well, Seismo into dash into feint into, like, drive rush stuff, that seems totally useless. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Man, that's so good. $2.5. 1.7 and minus 0.6. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hmm. Level 1, off of the Seismo, let's see. Hmm. $1.1. 1.1 minus 0.3. Yeah. Better by a bit. If there's any weird fancy shit that you can do, I have no idea. In the corner. Okay. That's fine. $3.1. 0.6 minus 0.7. Pretty good. Okay. Sure. That's fine. What else? I mean, there's, you know, random... Yeah, that's easy enough to do manually, and then you at least get a meaty. 2. 0, 0.3. Okay. $1.1 minus 1 0.3. That's fine. Hmm. $2.2 minus 1 minus 0.4. Very good. Okay. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple, frankly, so... No, that's true. You just medium punch throw. It's ridiculous. And it's very easy to get it meaty. Meaty stand medium punch into what? Let's just do, meaty stand medium punch first. Sorry, 120, not 170. $1.6. 1.6, 0.4. Fuck me. $2,590. 3.1. 1.6, 0.4. Wow, better by a significant amount. Cool. Okay. Where am I? That, and then that one. I'll be right back.
Sorry, I got distracted by bullshit. Okay. What do we got here?
That's fine. This is fine. Counter hit. I don't care.
Don't really strongly care here.
Sure. Although I kind of doubt that, again, it would be particularly easy to counter hit confirm, especially when it's done meaty. It recovers so fast, you would have to confirm it really fast. Anyways. Really, really strong throw loop, it looks like, I will say. How plus is she on the... It's +7 after dash, right? Yeah.
Okay.
No, 1400 is accurate. Basically. Oh, wait, no, this doesn't make, no, that didn't make no sense. Here, hang on. That's why the numbers are not making sense to me. Sorry, I haven't made one of these in a while. I've been working on, like, the max damage combo thing, so I forgot how this is supposed to work. Okay, so this would be negative, like, 400. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if she really gets higher damage than what you would already get from the shimmy. Well, not higher damage, but a better combo. Right, I keep forgetting that this is also including their own drive gauge expenditure. But it's also like punish, countering, parry, throw, whatever.
Weirdly, I feel like people are way more willing to take throws in the corner than they are in mid-screen, which is the opposite of what it should be. But it's just when you're in the corner, you're probably in a place where, like, your drive gauge is also kind of in peril, so you don't want to fuck up. Right, that was not written correctly. Okay. My brain is just shutting down today. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, 3, 2. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that for now and then just put the values in. Two, 1. Okay, yeah. It's about where I'm placing it at, so I'll put it up to 2, 3. No, I'll put it up to 2, 3, 5 because of the level 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. 2, 4. Because that level 1 is just so juicy. Alright, that's fine. Okay. I don't mind those measurements. 1400, 12, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much what I guesstimated them at. Alright, so 1450, more or less. Oh, button drawbrush cancel. I didn't even bother to do it, because it's not really how she's built, but... Two, 8, 3, 6. You don't actually get like solid Oki from that. I'm pretty sure they can walk out of this throw, but 2.75. Well, 2.8. And then 2.8. Minus 2.6, 0.5. Minus 2.6, 0.5. Well, 0.6. 4130. 4150, let's round. No, wait. I round down unless it's within 10 or 15 of the next highest. Okay, that's pretty average. Or pretty whatever. I haven't recolored these ones for purple. I need to do that. In fact, I'll probably do that right now. Big with punish. The highest one of these is, yeah. 6-5. $7,000, which is really high. Okay, so 6-5 is good. Good. This one is on the higher end. Okay, I'll color code them in a second. Hang on. Confirms. All of our confirms are kind of ridiculous, but this is kind of whatever. Anyways, DP punish would be probably just like the same as this shit. I don't know. Again, like, she doesn't do that much more with extra plus frames and mid-screen, so... yeah. So yeah, it would basically just be, 6-5. Pretty much. Well, no, it would be, this one, 6-8. Which is, you know, pretty whatever. Kind of low, actually. A drive reversal punish would be 5-9. DI, I didn't do DI yet. Okay. I don't see it being anything other than that, so... Unless you can get weird shit. Okay. Four point 4.15 or 4.25 minus 2.5 minus 0.9 61. And I believe that, again, like, her combo route's not that complicated. Not really, so. Alright, DI well splat. Plus 31, perfect. 1776. Love that movie. What a fun movie. Minus 0.2 minus 0.2. $6150. I forgot about that. Okay, and this comes out to what? 4850. Stun. I'll worry about that in a second. Actually, I'm kind of curious. And that is plus 31. $2750. Okay, 1.2. Sorry, 1.2 is there. And 2.5. 3861. How do I measure this for other characters? Because it doesn't seem right. Again, it's been a minute since I did this for other characters. Honda. How do I measure this with Honda? Stun 2.5. I measured at 2.5. That makes sense. That makes some sense. 5.4. Which is pretty alright. Alright. Maybe our level 2 is actually worthwhile because it has so much corner carry. I don't know. She doesn't have combo routing that really gives her a lot more corner carry. Okay. And then anti-airing. Well, I'm gonna have a couple of these. Yeah, why not? Okay. 1.85, 1. Minus 1. Well, minus 1.1. And then 0.2. Okay, about 3K. Which is very good. 2, oh, okay. 2.05, 1.6. Minus 1.8. And then 0.3. Better. What other routing would work? Not really. I mean, it's just that or the EX, which would only go into, like, supers. So, yeah. Or jump canceling it straight into level 1, which is whatever. Well, actually... Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Three, 5. Yeah, it's really high. Cool. Okay, let me color code this section really quick. Shut up. Okay, 2K is about the high mark. Then we got a lot of 16s. 1750, 16, no, 1800s? Damn. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 6K, then 5, 6 all the way down to 5K. I don't like that. Well, it's a broader range here than when I'm measuring damage output. But okay, so 56 to 5K all the way down to 4,600, yeah. Yeah. That's fine by me. Button drivers cancel. Highest is like 5.2. That one's too low. 4.5 to 4K. The lowest is right, but whatever. Anything below 4K definitely has to at least be purple. In fact, 4K should be purple, really. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Ugh. Fast with punish. 6k is the high mark. And reasonably good. Well, that should be probably the high mark too. Okay, so sure, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And then 55 is the next highest down. 52. D1, that's all fine. I think that should be red. $48, by that point, should definitely be in the purple. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah, 55 all the way down to what? There, that's fine. Okay. Big whiff punish. Highest is Marisa by far. Wait, no. Sorry, Kimberly. By far. Okay. Six, 7, 6, 9. 6, 9 all the way down to, that's too low. That's probably too low. 6, 9. Okay, yeah. That's too low. Way too low. Way too low. 6, 4 all the way down to 5. What? 5 probably? I'd say purple. No, it's gonna be higher than that. Yeah, this would be purple. Six, 5 is in the green, actually. Yeah. Okay. And then, so 6, 7, I guess all the way down to 5, 1. Yeah. No, 5, 1 should be in the red. Sure. That's fine. Right. DP punish. Eight, 4 for what, Kimberly? Right, DP punish specifically, yeah. Then Marisa, and then 21 Aki, yeah. I actually can do these now. These fucking corner guile loops. I'm got used to them enough that I can at least measure and lab them. Oh, and I also know how to do the Dawson corner shit now, so... Where's, there we go. There. You have to get it framed perfectly for it to work. And by work, I mean not work. Oh, right. I forgot there's different versions of level 2. I'm hitting the wrong fucking input. I just want to get it frame perfect. I know I don't have to, but... that's fine. That'll be good enough. $3970 1.5 0.5 2.5 That is... it is close enough to get back heavy punch. Right. Three. 1.1, 2.5. No. It's not worth it to do unless it kills. And it's pretty good at killing, but to be fair, but Okay, so 43. Oh, actually. That's better, but then... Yeah, okay. Okay, 3.9, 1.3, 2.5, 465. There we go. Sure. Alright, now let me pull up Giles and do his. Yeah, save. Man, I hate Lab and Guile. The bottom fucking rung. Oh, God. Okay, but what would be the best thing to start with? It does 600 damage. I have no idea if this makes any sense. That's plus 19. Oops. That is plus 6, right? Sometimes it's plus 5. Wait. If I wait for the heavy kick, it's plus... Not entirely sure what's creating the difference here, but... I'm like I'm thinking about the jump in, and then it's distracting me from executing the rest of it correctly. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure I did that correctly. I'm pretty sure I did that correctly. Jesus Christ. I don't... Okay. Every time I do this shit, I have to turn on a fan because my... Like, the effort of my hands and also my anger increasing my body temperature immediately, like, rises the room temp of, like, 7 degrees. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, you can't do the last one in a down forward heavy kick, but... That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm getting very sick of this. I did like all of these. I don't know why it's not working. Like, I really... Wow, okay. Okay, that's the easy one. And I don't even know if this back jump into, like, the Sonic Blade thing makes any sense. Fucking garbage piece of shit fucking 4. 1.7, 2.5. 5.5. For now, I'll just leave it at that. Well, actually, here. No, that would be +4, so that would be... I am baffled, because I did all of these no problem a couple of days, like, a couple of weeks ago, when I was labbing all this shit out, and now it's just nothing works. I don't get it. And I'm trying to like change the way I'm executing it and nothing is working. Okay, that doesn't work. Just mindlessly do it over and over without it fucking working. Okay, that into +7, and it's not in range for that, so no, that would only be an extension into that, which is not worth it there, obviously, so... That would be +5, which is not good enough to do anything. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can do like a slight walk back or something and it like works out. I'm not actually sure what optimal route they go for when they do this. If you did the extra back heavy punch into the boom, into the flash kick, it would increase the value of the combo by a pretty... by like probably like 200-300, maybe more. Whatever. Anyways, DP Punish. Okay, so the high ones that are not outrageously high are 75, and there's a big drop before the next one. Yeah. 71. They're all about 7k, so they're all about like the same. That one's lower. That one's lower. If there is like a better starter for Viper's combos, that would be important to know, but mid screen at least. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're not even that bad, you know. It's like nothing, because they all hit almost exactly the same. Yeah, they basically aren't even. Yeah. No, that's actually pretty accurate overall. Drive reversal punish. Okay. It's a bit low. Actually, it's really low. There's green ones that I put above that. Okay, so yeah, 65 to like 62 works for me. That's way too low, definitely. Who's that? JP? Yeah, JP would have like one of the weakest drive reversal punishes. No medium starter and no Oki. Okay. Who's that? Ed. Right, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. DI. Lily. Oh, right. Lily has a weirdly strong DI punish counter combo. Okay, so 7100 to like 60. That's fine by me. 7150 to 67. 450 range. That's fine, I guess. There's nothing else particularly close. Well, actually, here. There we go. It's better. Yep. $67, then 67 all the way to what? $63 probably. Then what did I? No, I clicked on the wrong one. And then 62. Yeah. Yep. Works for me. Well, splat, not that I really care. At this point, it doesn't matter, but... Stun. 7k is really high, then 6. These ones are all over the place. Luke's is cartoonishly bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, no. I'll change these to in the red. DI splat. These ones are not high enough to be considered that extraordinary. And that one's way too low. $6k, so then 5, 6, way down to 5, 3. Okay. That's fine. It's all fine. These ones are more theoretical. That one's just an equation. Anti-airs. Yeah. I feel like Luke's anti-air should be higher value than that. I know it's modern Luke, but the best anti-air that you can go for... Well, this is not the best. Like, the max damage combos I measure based off of, like, what would be the best thing to go for, assuming full mental preparation. Whereas these are just more practical. That's fine. There's basically not even a middle ground between, like, the decent anti-airs and the weak anti-airs. Sure, okay, and then more 0.1s for Viper. Bitch, how dare you. What is modern Viper control like? What? Oh, wait, no. That's 2, 4, 2, 8. Two, 4, 8, 0. That's also 2, 4, 8, 0. Two, 4, 7, 2. Okay, seems like 2, 4, 8, 0. Is there anything else? None of our other EX moves are really made for this, so... Two, 4, 8, 0. There we go. Okay, into level 1. Oops. 3030. Which is a lot better than that. Yeah, 3030 is probably the best. Same routing. Three, 5, 5, 0. Three, 5, 9, 0. Oh, wow! Wait, that builds so much drive gauge, you can actually build over a single bar, even on just this. That's crazy. Can you do anything else with it with, like, level 1s or level... Wait, 2780. That's way better than this. 2780. Okay. Cool. Standing heavy kick. High jump. EX burn. I don't think you could really do anything with level 1 from that, because, like, just going straight into level 1 after that is... It is what it is. $3980. $4780. Alright, so what does this look like then? Very strong for small punish damage. In fact, one of the strongest. Level 1, it's okay. Oh, well, it's strong. Level 2, cartoonishly so. Oh my god, she is the highest in the game. First starting with a light punish. I would have thought it would still be like... huh. Holy shit. Into level 2, yeah. Wow. Okay. Alright. High max damage when you get those seismos. Alright. I'll continue working on this boring ass shit on my